for a week, and then I would come back here. So I'm
5 years?
She was not playing, huh? We probably did it maybe 2 years and we were done.
Girl, I did it for like 6 months.
Yeah.
Really?
And then I was like, I can't come back no more.
I've had people come to me bringing like caps, protecting.
Which is so crazy.
I'm like,
What?
who are you going to and still paying for the service?
Welcome to another episode of Salon Talk Literally, the podcast where we dive into a world of beauty, business, and everything in between.
We're here to bring you the real, the raw, and of course, the literal truth about what it's like working in the beauty industry with a few laughs along the way.
And we've got a really dope guest lined up for you today. All right, now let's get into today's topic. Trust me, you literally don't want to miss this one.
Let's do it.
Let's go. Welcome to another episode of Salon Talk Literally. I am Key, your host.
And I'm Diamond.
We have here Skye Pruitt, and she is a licensed cosmetologist, and she's an Arkansas native, specializes in eye tips and microlinks. She has a gift of creating flawless looks for her clients. She's fairly new to Dallas and takes pride in the fact that she has built her clientele from zero. A fun fact about Skye is she's not afraid of trying new things, and she desires to go back to school to teach sign language. She has plans to continue building her brand and will soon be launching new products and a new hairline. Let's welcome Skye.
Welcome. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to be with us today. We're excited to get to know you a little better.
Yeah, we are. We are
Yes.
excited to get to know you. I know we mentioned that you are from Arkansas. Can you tell us a little bit about how you got to Dallas, how you transitioned, what made you make the decision to come to Dallas? We just want to dig in a little bit.
Okay, so yeah, I'm from Arkansas. I've been here since 2018.
Okay.
What made me come is that this was like still close to home still. So I'm like, right now, I'm probably like 4.5 hours away from home.
Okay.
But, and it was like bigger. Like it's a lot more to do here. It ain't nothing to do back home.
Yeah, no,
Very
yeah.
boring.
What part are you from?
I'm from a real small town called West Helena, Arkansas.
You from West Helena for real?
Mhm.
Now I know exactly where
But
you're
I be
talking
telling
about.
Never
the
heard
people
of
Little
it.
Rock, cause
Yeah,
that's
because
all
it's the
yeah,
closest.
and I don't be here with time
When
to
I tell you that was
explain
the first
people.
time I ever seen some white cotton fields. I have never seen cotton fields till I went to West Helena.
Ain't
Girl,
that
I
something?
was so shocked. You know,
Very
I used to
small
hear
town.
about
You
it.
hear about it, and then when
Yeah,
you see it,
yeah.
yeah,
Girl, I was like,
yeah. Is this real?
yeah, so I've been to West Helena. Oh my gosh.
That's
Very
okay.
small.
Yes, very, very. Everybody know everybody, and Walmart
Everybody-
is the best thing going on.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
No lies told.
No
That's
lies.
the best thing
Walmart
going.
is like the mall, okay?
Literally.
I couldn't
Literally.
believe it. That was so crazy. Trust me, that was my past. That was my past. It was, girl. My ex-husband was from there, so I know it. So imagine that. Imagine that.
yeah.
Exactly. So we don't even want to go into that. But yeah, so good. Okay, yeah, I'm glad you transitioned to Dallas because I'm sure you have probably had so many experiences here, though.
Oh, yeah.
So I wanted to ask you too, do you feel like that your skills advanced once you came to Dallas? Or did you start off as a braider? Because that's what I think I was a little confused about.
Okay, so this the thing. When I used to always do like regular hair, like sew-ins, quick weaves, all of that. And then I didn't do braids for real until probably really when I kind of moved here. I was still doing hair first. 2018,
Okay.
I was still doing hair. Probably like around a pandemic is when I tapped into locks real heavy.
Okay.
And because it's like I was trying to figure out what can I do
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
would kind of make me stand out a little bit.
Yeah.
And like locks, it was like a secret to it or something. Because
Yeah.
the people was trying to figure out
They
what
was.
hair to use.
Yeah.
What
For
nobody
real.
saying what the hair was. I said,
It's
It's
What is
like
going
that.
on? I know.
Y'all-
Yeah, so it's like a
y'all
big
ain't-
need
yeah.
up here for
What's
stuff.
up?
I know.
So I was like, okay,
I
I'ma
think
do
we all
this.
came about the same
Yeah.
time. We was like, what?
yeah.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I really don't want to break because I'm like, I'm older. Like I need my little hands.
Yeah.
I don't want to braid
Yeah.
for real.
Yeah.
It's just I'm the type of person I pick up on a lot of things quickly, so I kind of do whatever to make some money.
Yeah,
so in the summer when everybody else can't make no money because they don't do nothing but sew ins and quick weaves,
you gonna do the opposite.
I'm gonna braid your hair.
You like I'm gonna bring it back.
I'm gonna do whatever I gotta do to make some money year round.
Smart though. That's real smart because it's like, why would you come and blend in where everybody else is doing the same thing? Like find what is a need and then do it. Yep. That's the best way to do it.
But then like, they don't want to pay for braids though, not for real. They don't want to pay for like braids,
I
like,
feel like
not
right
for
now,
real.
Though, like I feel like that's who be taking over the summer is the braiders.
Oh no, they take over summer.
Yes,
They
do
now.
So that's good. You
But the
versatile.
people
Look, I'm not touching no
they
braids.
still don't want to pay.
Oh, you talking about them? Okay, I see what you're saying.
Because they just feel like, I'm finna get ready to take them down though, and I get that.
Yeah,
I swear I get it, but it's time consuming. So pay me for my time.
Yeah,
but that's the reason why, like, I swap back to her. I'm like, nah, let me go back to, because they'll pay for an install.
Yeah,
they will.
They will pay for
an
install. They will.
The braids, them locks,
and them braids be taking time though.
Yeah, why
like
it take
said,
so long?
And
I'm a slow braider.
Okay,
but I do the locks kind of quick, but braids for real, like if I'm doing knotless or something,
it's gonna take
all day.
That's
a job.
It is. That's an 8-hour job.
I be committing them braiders.
You want me to pay me $200? Like that's not
going.
No,
that be crazy. Ain't no way though.
Yeah,
but then it was like I remember it was a whole time where people had a problem with what y'all charge, and I was like, no, for real, they really do be working. Like that's a lot. I won't even do that.
Yeah,
like even if I could do it, I'm not doing it.
Really, for real.
I don't want to break my hand. I have had issues with my hand, so I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to stay on the styles for as long as I can. I said I need my fingers.
Yeah.
So yeah, I feel y'all. And then when they was talking about that, so I get the pricing because that's a skill.
Yeah.
And everybody don't braid neat and everybody don't braid nice.
No, they don't.
So
everybody don't care about the integrity of your hair either. So being that you versatile, I'm sure that's something that you can offer that's different.
You know what usually is either you can braid or you can do hair. And if you can do both,
you can do both. Yeah.
You real talented.
Yeah.
And stuff. So that's kind of why I was like, I'm gonna ask her because I was seeing how you had some braiding going on.
Look, need to take it off. Need to put it in the archive. Because no, I don't even need to say that.
So what you doing today?
I do still do it though.
Okay,
but more so like stitch braids, or they have this thing now where they get the braids from the weave in the back.
Okay. Yeah, no,
but like a full head analysis or something. Yeah. If you ain't trying to pay me like $450 and up,
I can't do it for you, boo. No,
I
feel you on that.
Yeah,
it's not even because you got to take up so much of your day just to do
I could have made $450 on 2 heads, 2 regular heads, 4 hours,
4 hours. Yep,
I'm gonna use 6-8 hours.
Yeah.
For
it's all about the time, like for real. I get that for sure.
But yeah, when it's slow, I'm gonna do whatever to make. So I'm one of them. Like like
what I'm gonna do.
You said you want what? Okay, I'm here.
Hey, come see me. I'll do that too. You walk up in the salon. So where are you at right now?
I am in Lay Studios.
Okay.
Yes, I am downtown.
She just opened that
So I don't really know exactly when they open, but I know I would have been there. I will be there. It'll be 2 years in August.
Okay.
So I know, but they were open like a little bit before I was ever even there. But it was kind of
something.
Yeah, but they was like kind of still building on it when I first came in. Everything was getting situated and all of that or whatever. So
that's good.
But yeah, it's definitely new. Yeah, because they had an old space.
I never got to see the other location.
It was nice too. It was nice. It was nice, but they were packed, so I was like, and then I was too shy. I hate that bad, but I'm trying.
You're like it's a little awkward, and then being an entrepreneur or business owner, they kind of expect you to like
they expect you to be more like alive and engaged. Everybody's not. So are you the kind of stylist that be quiet when you be working?
So listen, it's so weird. My clients, I wish I could call them right now and put on speakerphone. They would tell you, Skye, you didn't never say nothing to us. After you said was, I would be like, you want a middle part or a side part?
That's it.
And I'd be like, you want curls or you want your hair straight? And
that
then
was
that's
all they
it.
was getting from you.
That's it. No
Dang.
conversation.
Ain't that
I'm quiet the entire time. I'm not mean or nothing. Like
No,
I
you
hope
just-
I'm
that's just
in
how
hope
you-
that you on your phone.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna be back here doing
And
your
I'm
hair.
gonna work.
And I'm gonna hurry up.
Do you listen to music when you work, or do you just
Well,
know,
the
like,
salon
what's the vibe
that I'm
like?
in, we listen to music.
Gotcha.
So yeah.
So you pretty much
and
just
I just go now, like since I've noticed too. I was just like, you gotta talk to these folks, guys. Like you
do.
gotta
They
talk to
because
them
they feel
for
a way
real.
if you don't even talk
I
to them.
promise that she was stuck up.
Yeah,
It
and
wasn't
you
even that. I
Yeah.
promise.
Yeah.
I'm not.
And
not
I don't
me.
think that they realize that people are shy. Some people
Yeah.
are like they're just not really
Introverted
they're
whatever,
introverted
yeah.
and stuff too. I don't even think that they think like that. I think they take it more personal.
They do,
than
and
they
I'm just
do
like,
anything.
I really thought you was just trying to get your hair done, and
Yeah.
that was it. You
They
mad
think
at
that
me
they
because
just
I don't
wanna
want to
talk.
talk?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's
or
crazy.
they take offense if you don't even take a picture of them these days. It used to be like at first they used to be like, no, I don't
Girl,
want a
I
picture
don't
like
want
this.
But
But
now
now
they
they
why
like,
you ain't take no picture of me?
Yes, exactly.
It's not that deep. It's okay.
Yeah, right. So now it's like you don't know what used to work don't work. Then what
Yeah.
you'll be like, I'm confused. What
Just
do
kinda
y'all
gotta
want
get
now?
a good feel. Like, look, it wasn't intentional. I didn't take a picture because I had a client.
You hear me?
The appointments
Listen.
overlapped,
Then
and
I
I need
might
to be
have already
done.
been posting this same stuff.
Yeah,
I
that's the
might
thing,
do
too.
something
Yeah.
else
Something
to
different.
post,
Yeah.
and it's not
That be
nothing.
me.
I don't feel like I did less on you or nothing.
Yeah.
It's just that I've
I
already
did this
done
15
this.
times
Yeah.
already. You the
Yeah.
16th person. Am I right?
I'm steady posting the same.
Am I right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So would you say like how long would it take you now to do an install? Like a regular?
I'm pretty quick, and I think that's what a lot of people like about me.
Okay.
Like I'm fast, but the work is amazing.
Yeah,
I don't
the work
have
is flawless.
That's what I'm saying. I
no
love
work. Sewing,
you know what you're
zinner,
doing.
quick weave, zinner.
Yes, because see, that's
Nothing is
what
out of
was a
place.
lot of complaining going on when I got
Okay.
here was that people's sewings wasn't lasting.
That's crazy.
Different little things. And so I was just so surprised because I'm like, this is a big place.
That's
Like,
what I'm saying. Like, what
it's
you
so
mean?
many stylists, you know?
Yeah.
So I couldn't believe what people was saying that. I was like, what?
Yeah.
So that's good to know, like, you have got here, you gotten so, you know, like, good in your craft. And, like, I loved it, too. I was like, this girl is good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you really are.
Yes.
Yeah, you
I was
fire.
like,
Thank you,
yeah,
thank
she
you,
is
thank
so fire.
you.
So we got to talk to her. We got to, see what's going on with her
Yep.
and everything. So that's good. And then I know you guys are, what is it, something you want to promote? Like, I know y'all doing like a sew-in type of thing. Or y'all doing like a lace or a basic sew-in type of thing going on?
Promotion?
We at first we were doing this past week we did a quick
Oh, it
weave
already
fest.
went.
Oh,
Okay,
uh-huh.
see, I seen the thing. Okay, so it was already
It was a
passed.
quick
Okay,
week
got
fest.
you.
But outside of that, we just make sure that we take walk-ins. We take walk-ins
Y'all
every
do
day.
that walk-in?
that's
Okay.
dope.
Mhm.
That's
So you
good
can
to
literally
know,
just
too,
walk in
though.
and
That
get your hair
must be in a
done.
great location. I
Yeah.
hadn't.
It's the design district, but you know,
Okay.
me not being from here,
Yeah,
I
me
still don't
either.
be
No
knowing.
one,
Like,
yeah,
I
you
be
don't
like,
even know where
the
that
design
is
district,
for
how
real.
far that go? I don't even know.
Yeah.
I still don't know, and I was just like, "Where is the design? Is that close
That's
to
me, look.
Ellen and Deep L? Is that close by?" Girl, I don't know.
don't let
I
me
don't
know.
either.
I can't tell
We,
you.
so look, we
I
also
don't know.
confused people.
I don't know.
None of us
here.
from here. Okay,
And I
so
barely
we all
spend
be
time
like
in
that, and
Dallas,
I
so
really
yeah.
don't go past that Frisco that often.
Really?
Yeah, I ain't
I mean,
gonna
I
hold
go
you.
down in the city sometimes, but like, girl, these houses is ridiculous.
And it's so much
Cause why
stuff
they
to do.
so
Why
high like
They so
that?
high.
First, why do y'all have them?
That's what I said. I think it should be illegal.
I do.
I
Yeah.
do. And
Take
you know
it
what
away.
You know what another thing I think? I feel like when they working on construction, y'all should not be charging people because this is
Yeah.
supposed to be, we paying to get on here and
It's
get off.
we're supposed to be going a little faster.
Yeah.
And it's going a little slower.
We stopped it on, stuck in
Yeah.
traffic on the tollway. And y'all charging us.
Baby.
Yeah.
You know what?
Greedy.
I think enough people need to put in a petition for this.
Listen,
Because why?
I'm pretty sure people will sign it too. I know I will.
It should be
Yes.
against the law.
Uh-huh.
Okay. But yeah, that's another thing. Toes. Go
I'm
away.
done.
No, for real. I was so glad they took the camera away.
Did
Y'all,
they?
you know that was
What was they
like
doing?
at the stoplights. Like
Oh, I didn't
if
know
you
they took them
I
off.
didn't know what they
They
do.
took 'em off. They had to, because I know I would have had a few more tickets than what I had.
Minute.
You know, they got them like in Memphis. Memphis, right? I don't know if that's still a thing in Memphis. I don't even know if that's still like happening right now. It used to be.
I'm sure they do. I think they do in Memphis, though.
It used to be here. I stayed with a ticket. But
you know what?
I
think I heard something about that they were
it.
getting in trouble or something happened or something. People was complaining or people was going to court and they really couldn't justify the stuff, so they had to take it away. Because see, they were like, how you know that's me in that car? You know, it became to where it was like, so they had to keep like dismissing them because they trying to charge the person that's on the actual thing. You don't even know if they committed that crime or not. Yeah. So it became to where it was really a big deal.
A hassle.
Yeah. So I had to think about that.
We need to figure out what we can do about the tolls.
I know it for real. Listen, we agree. We in agreement on this one.
We definitely are.
Because this is getting I have never seen, and when I tell you Dallas do not play.
No, they don't.
They don't. You can't get your car registered.
None of it.
No,
I just tried. Wow. That just happened to me, and I've been down here this long. This just happened to me.
Oh, girl, yes.
I probably owe at least 1,000 in tolls at this point.
Listen.
I do.
At least 1,000.
Yeah.
My last bill was like 700. I was like,
how did it get so?
I'm like,
where have I been?
Ain't it like $1 and some change? How we get there?
I don't even think how fast
I won't be using them tolls that much for it to be that high.
Because I be saying, I'm like, I only use them on the weekends. How in the heck did it roll up to that?
And I'm quick to say, like, I won't even. I be saying no tolls.
They be so,
I be doing the no tolls.
I'm just gonna get out a long way. I be there about an hour.
That's me.
Gonna be like everything.
Oh, well, I guess I'll just leave early so I can get there on time.
Literally, because I'm like, I ain't got time for them. They be taking too much of my paycheck. You know,
they really do. They really do. So, Skye, you've been here since 2018. Okay. So, what's the difference in Dallas? And this is not really hair related, or it could be. What's the difference in Dallas from 2018 to 2025? First of all, inflation.
Yeah, that for sure. If nothing else.
Yeah.
But besides that,
it's
been a lot of stuff that like shut down and different things that have like opened up, and then it be like I see that a lot. Yeah. But outside of that,
pretty much been
like
the
you said, inflation
with
everything.
Yeah, with everything.
With everything. I have
good.
like cousins and aunts and uncles, like stuff like this.
Because most of us, we don't have family here, so we be like,
really, ooh. But I mean, they heard, but I'm
still kind of to yourself too.
I always just been that way.
Yeah. It makes sense that you,
so you can move around anywhere and be okay because you don't need, you don't need to be.
But I ain't doing this no more.
You're not moving on.
Oh, please.
You got Dallas.
Wait a minute. You weren't moving.
Couldn't pay me.
Really? So what was your experience like starting over? Was it
I'm
so done.
From 2018
hilarious.
to like 2023, I was back and forth. So I would go home. I would go home for a week, and then I would come back here. So I'm gone
for 5 years.
She was not playing home. We probably did it maybe 2 years, and we were done.
Really? I did it for like 6 months.
Yeah.
Really? And then I was like, I can't come back no more because it's too much wear and tear. Yeah. But I was staying like 5 days, get clients, and then
because I had like so many regulars. Yeah, like they wouldn't go to nobody but me. I ain't playing. Like when I say if I could do it, nobody was doing it. And I was like, I just told them, I said, hey, I sent out the mass text message because one thing about it, they'll find somebody else do their hair. That may not be me, but you figure it out.
I'm like, y'all gonna find somebody.
And that's what I noticed too. I was like, everybody that I know that's even from where I'm from, they stopped so quick the back and forth, or if they did back and forth.
Yeah.
A lot of them didn't even do it.
Yeah.
And I was like, I feel so crazy. Like, still doing
it.
And I'm charging 2 different prices. Swear to God. I was charging back home prices.
Oh, no.
And then like, prices here.
Yeah.
And I was like,
no, mine
that don't
went
make
up
sense.
because I was telling them I gotta come back, I gotta travel. They was willing to pay more when I came back. So I made like a whole month's salary going back, I was like, baby, okay, I could do this a little bit longer.
Do it just a little bit. Yep.
But then I got tired. I was like, if I'm gonna really live here, I need to start
What?
building here.
The burnout be real.
And then everything that you could think of going wrong, it went wrong, and that's what made me just be like, nah, I'm good.
It's time.
I'll just stop, because I was like salon hopping, not because I wanted to, but because people, they were shutting their shops down like back home.
Yeah.
So like every time I'm going down here once a month,
you gotta find somewhere to work.
Hey, can I come over there for the week? And are you gonna charge me $100?
Yeah.
I'm not paying y'all over $100. I got boofing back home.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna give you past $100, boo.
Yeah.
It's Arkansas. Be for real.
Yeah.
Somebody's gonna take the $100
down there.
That's hilarious.
Well, like $150. Well, that's like for a room though. You can really get boofing for like $125, $135, $100 depending on where you go. For real.
Yep. For like $100 a week. Dang, that's cheap.
Yeah, they're not really that high like that. Nah, but they do have solar down there, so solar's still high. Solar high anyway.
Solar $250. So high. Yeah, you gonna get a suite at $250. You ain't getting nothing.
That ain't nothing.
That's the cheapest.
Oh yeah, that ain't nothing.
That's the cheapest
compared to some. Because I have seen some
that cheapest. You gonna get that little bitty room like that one. You can barely turn it. That's $250. That's what that is. Yeah, then you might get one window. You might get a window.
You might. Big might.
But you probably
and they can charge you for a window.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh, girl, don't have two big ones.
Oh no.
Look, put me in the back, boo.
Yeah, put me in the back.
I don't need no window.
I'm just gonna go outside in between class.
You can't even see the client here.
I'm just gonna have my ring light right here.
Listen,
that is so true.
We just go outside, get fresh air, and come back.
Come back
outside. Put your feet.
Man, them be the days, I tell you.
Yes.
We done had it all though. You think about it. I done did it all.
I done did it all.
How long you been in the industry?
So I've been doing hair obviously since I was a kid,
right?
Okay? But professionally, license wise, I've had my license 2013.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
yeah, you've been in there
been
for
here a while.
10 years.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Yeah, some people we be meeting, they either at different times, some these just starting, some be a vet in the game.
So. What's the difference between the stylists that have been in the game 10 plus years versus like the ones that are just coming in? What are the differences that you're noticing?
Lie. I would say one of the major differences between us, I don't care what nobody say, they have still. Like when it comes to doing hair, they gonna figure out the quickest way to do it. And they got 150,000 rules. I have seen it. I said, baby, I got a rule for everything. We can't do nothing.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, or they make you bring so much stuff to your appointment. I've had people come to me bringing like caps, protecting,
which is so crazy.
I'm like,
what?
Wait. Who were you going to and still paying?
And they
for
still
the
bring it. Yeah, you'll be amazed. They will have a big old bag when they come into your place.
And I be like, what's bag for? What's in there? No, this just all the stuff you need to do my hair.
No.
What do I need other than you to sit down and you bring your hair?
Yeah. Because if you was taught, we do not take products from people. You don't.
Yeah.
We know what to use. We are professionals.
Yeah.
I'm not accepting nothing from nobody to do your hair.
Yeah.
No.
Unless I'm running out of something, then I'll be like, because I ain't gonna hold you. Girl, you on the wait list.
Well, no, that's a different story.
But just know,
can
like,
you have a couple of them stocking caps on the way here? I got you.
Yeah.
But I would say that. They take away like
from the industry
for real, because like we really did shampoo hair for real.
We did.
I always. So I will shampoo your hair. I clip your ends. I will put your hair like on a routine. But what I noticed about Stylist compared to Arkansas, I'm tell you what I've noticed.
They don't take care of their hair.
They don't take care of their hair.
They
chair hop so bad. I didn't know that was a thing, because in Arkansas, my people stayed with me and their hair grew.
Same.
Here, it's a waste of my time to tell you what to do to even grow your hair, because you're not coming back.
You be kind of feeling like that too, and you will go through I know it's been some. I be like, listen, you gotta stay consistent for you to see something. I know. Girl, you don't see them people again.
Don't see today birthdays, holidays.
Yeah. You be like,
I'm like, wait a minute.
And then what happened to the front part up here?
They burn it out.
And then
No
they want to come back to you once the problem is real bad. And it's like,
oh girl, my bad.
Time. You wasting my time.
What can I do to grow bad? I be like, I don't even feel like talking about this because what I'm gonna tell you to do and what you gonna do.
I don't want to talk to you, so let alone tell you.
Baby, y'all don't listen anyway.
I'm so done.
I ain't never seen some of the people chair hop. Now,
for real.
I don't mind it when it's the fact that I can't do something that you.
No, absolutely.
If I don't offer the service, I totally get you going somewhere else.
No,
but y'all chair hop. You gonna get a quick weave from you, a sew in from me, some braids from you, a pixie over there.
And it's crazy. So with you. Are you in the open concept over there? Okay, so have you seen that happen up in there where you come in one day, you see one person over there?
And
don't you see that? You be looking like,
I'm like, so you went to...
That's the stuff I be saying. I can't stand it. Don't even bring her back over here. I'm good. I don't even want to touch her hair because then the next thing you know, she did this to me.
They so quick to tell on somebody.
Telling on you,
But I would say that they water it down a lot, and then they have so many rules. One of my clients, she was going to go get her some. She was trying to go get some knotless, and not by me, by somebody else that she saw on the internet. But one of her rules was, can you have to bring like a certain the jam that she uses to braid your hair.
You supposed to have it
with a whole deposit, a whole payment plan.
Like, are you giving it back or keeping it?
That's a good question because I don't know what you're collecting with it. I mean, seriously.
I said, so what you gonna do? And she was like, I'm gonna tell her to give me my deposit back. When she said that,
so
the girl said, she said, oh, I'll get the jam. Why was that ever a thing anyway?
Yeah, they be just going to anybody though. But see, that's the thing that I don't like about, since the difference too, like you said in Dallas, these people go to anybody. Anybody.
Soon as they see you did something good, they want you. Don't want me, boo. If I can't be your permanent hairstylist and I see you so I can see your hair.
And that's a serious problem.
Yeah, you have to like give them. Yeah, it's a. Everybody's so fast paced here, and I'm not used to that either. Being from Mississippi,
that's why
it's a smaller. Everybody know everybody. So like my clients was loyal. They hair long, thriving, thick. And so when I got here, I was really
I'm looking like
sad
because I'm not
broken
seeing off, no edges,
nothing. You'll be surprised when you take their head off or when you
like,
take
then they hit you with the hold on, Skye. Hold on, wait. You did this.
But I will say, once they start sticking to you and being consistent, that's when they start seeing their results. And that's why I pre-book them. You ain't got a choice. Or you will have to get on here and cancel. But I'm pre-booking you before you even walk out the door. Because I need to know that, like, you serious about it. So if you tell me you serious, I'm going to hold up my end of the bargain. But
that makes sense. That makes sense.
Yep. Baby, I need to, 2 weeks. Your 2 weeks is this day.
And I let them know.
And when you do that, it really makes them accountable for coming back. Like, for real, because then they like, oh, okay, I got to come back.
Yeah, like,
you know,
I have to.
I got to. Yeah.
Because if I see you in 6 months and it still broke off, then we got to have another conversation.
Yeah, we got to have another one.
That makes sense.
Let me pull you to the side. Let me tell you.
Be real with you.
Yes. Baby, what are we doing here? Because we just constantly just covering this up like a Band-Aid. What are we doing?
And we really want to get results.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I feel you. Yeah. Well, with that speaking, like, what can you contribute to the hair industry to regain the professionalism back?
Ooh.
Because I know that was one of the things you have mentioned. You have mentioned about being able to bring the professionalism back to the industry. So.
Well, I mean, as far as my clients go, I always just try to just do things different.
Yeah.
The problems that they used to have and have scared them at some point, I just try to make sure I don't do any of those things. I'm trying to be on time. I'm trying to get you out of here in a timely manner. I'm trying to, start you, finish you. I'm trying to make sure you really like your hair before you even leave. And I mean, I think that that's the best way to do things. And when you do it like that, they'll keep coming back.
They will. Because they set yourself apart.
seriously, because it's too many that's not doing it.
It is. So it's really easy to come here.
Honestly,
All you have to do
we
is come
already know
and
what to do because they're not getting it nowhere else.
other places. Yeah.
And just show up for them. So what do you think about the ones that, do you think that they got a legitimate reason saying that if a stylist is late or if a stylist is a professional, they need to be getting some money off of their services, or do they think so? What do you think about that? Because customers try to say that a lot, but at the end of the day, I still feel like we be working.
Yeah, we do. So this the thing.
I think we should offer something, but not get no money back.
So what am I offering?
Me, I might be like, I'll give you, a deep conditioner or something extra, like to your service, or I'll say,
I think it depends on the situation.
If I was like 30 minutes late, yes.
Yeah. Oh, well, I mean, if we talking like drastic times, then I do be like, hey, take $20 off your. Like, I naturally say that, but I'm such a cool stylist, and this may sound bad, but like, and I do it on purpose sometimes because I'm just like, things happen and it could happen to me.
It can.
Yeah. So, me trying to hold up on that very end of if you late 5, 10, 12, 13 minutes. It's on my website. Yeah, it say that. Mm-hmm. But I don't implement it to the point where it's because then I'm going to feel like I do supposed to take you some money off. If I'm going to make it like, if I'm literally sitting over here like, oh, okay, it's 11 minutes now. Hey, it's an extra $30, boo. Okay, then I know for sure when you come and I'm late, you're going to be like, Skye, it's been 15 minutes. You're going to take some off because the last time you charged me more. So I try not to even still do it. Just to make it fair.
It's crazy because a lot of, you don't even got to do that because it really, clients really already know when they didn't went way overboard with you. Anyway, so they're like, I'll pay extra. I'll pay extra.
They
do.
You
really ain't got to say it because it's like, I'm like, okay, that's cool. Yeah. We could still get in then.
Yeah.
You can still get in then. Just come on.
I think with everything, like, communication is key. Because, like, if I know I'm going to be running late, I'll be like, hey, boo, look, I'm running about 15, 20 minutes
I'm
behind.
going to tell you.
Like, my apologies or whatever the case may be. And then if I order me some, I might order you something.
You hungry?
So I think it's just
I'm going to make a way to give it back to you some type of way.
Just building that relationship because, your clients really become your family. Yeah. So,
that's why I don't like that stickler stuff. Like,
it's supposed to be one way or this way.
These rules and you holding them and you can't do this. You can't chew gum. You can't do. You're like, what is going on?
But I'm not gonna lie. From what I can see, to be honest with you, it seems like braiders got more rules than stylists. I promise you.
It come for the braiders, honestly.
It be the braiders. I'm not playing. And a lot of them, and I love me a good house call. Love them bad. Love the people that still do hair at home. Love them bad. Will go today. My braider is at home. Love her bad. I ain't never gonna go to nowhere else. But she's always on time, not gonna lie. But everybody else, I'll be like, y'all working from home and y'all got all these rules. Don't piss me off.
They really do. Because that's where I got to experience it because I got a daughter and I got to look for a braider for her. And I be looking at that. I'm like,
the rules be crazy.
It be crazy.
It be in bold.
And then stand outside, I'll call you and tell it be so much. Don't ring my doorbell. I'll come out and get you. I be like, what is going on?
Let me know when you get to the gate.
I ain't gonna hold you. Please don't ring my doorbell. Just look, text me when you make
it
outside.
That's what happens when you be at home, though.
But I ain't playing.
You can't expect a salon treatment when you
when you at home, but they be still trying.
You can request all that stuff, and you can expect people to try to follow that rule, but people are not going to do that because if you are at home, they're gonna knock on your door. If you're not answering fast enough on their text, and they trying to get in an appointment, they're gonna ring your doorbell. Right?
Because again, you got so many rules. I'm just trying to make sure I'm on time, not a minute late. Trying to make sure I parked in the park spot you told me.
So ready to call you. You're not things. They don't want to talk. They want to text you.
They do.
So
don't call
I'm trying to get information.
It's just a lot going on.
It's a lot.
Yeah, it's too much.
So that's why I'm okay, it's a lot. So now I'm just telling people if they don't have a physical address, you just want to double check. Make sure that because we can't control that once you don't go to a salon. So that's why they have state board in place. So we be liable for the things that we have to do.
Yeah, that's real.
Nobody is there to hold them to what they. So that's when you go there. here, you on your own.
You on your own. Yep.
You on your own. So that's my biggest thing. So when I tell clients, you know, what would you say would be your specialty?
So again, my bio is all the way wrong. It's so wrong. It's so wrong. It's so wrong. It's so wrong. That was so old and so long ago. But I would say traditional installs.
I love a good tradition.
Ooh, I love them bad.
I love a good tradition.
I looked at your page. I was like, ooh, that's so pretty. The layers. And then aside from that, the way that you take your pictures and everything, like you really have a gift for that.
That's what I was getting to next. That was my next question.
At least I got help doing all
I
that.
was going to ask. Okay, so that was you answer my question. Because I was going to say, how can you be a full-time content creator and be a hairstylist?
I'm not at all, y'all.
Okay,
I
so
promise.
what you be doing?
I mean, so how I take my pictures right now, honestly speaking, Buddha herself.
I figured you learned a lot from her.
Yeah.
What?
I know. She's so good.
So I take my own pictures now, but I'm saying like she guided me to tell me what to do and how to take them and things like that. Yes, she was the one that helped me.
She helped you.
So good.
But you know what I love about that too? It's like, that's how I know it speaks volumes if you've been there 2 years, because a lot of times you can't go into some salons and learn from the person whose salon it is. And so if you're able to do that, that speaks volumes.
It really is.
And that's what I love being being there, because so before I was there, I was home.
Okay.
So I was in salons or whatever, but then I was home for I think maybe like 2 years. I was at home. And I had a second bedroom.
You was making that bread.
I had a second bedroom, so I used my other bedroom.
That was smart.
And I was like, I'm not getting in another salon unless I feel like I can grow there.
Yes,
that was my whole goal. I said, I'm not getting in another salon.
Yeah.
But I knew I was doing her the old way. I don't know if y'all, I had to like show y'all pictures, but on my page, to be exact. Probably some that I've archived. But like they curl and they cut so differently now.
Yeah.
Because again, I've been doing her for a long time.
They do.
So I'm like, wait a minute, y'all cut like this, and then now, you know, instead of it being, you know, I'm used to like a regular side part. They curved it. Put this way. I said,
I know it. I already know.
That ain't my specialty.
Really?
You gonna get it's gonna be, you know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna give you the neatness. I'm gonna give you the foundation.
I'm gonna give you the foundation. But that, I be like,
I'm telling you,
it's
and
a whole nother,
I had to even like learn how to start turning my hand the way, like
wrist.
I'm telling you, like the way they
Wow.
curl, totally different than how we used to curl. I'm
And
like,
then you know what I noticed too? You know how we learn to cut in a 90 degree and all that? No, baby, they cutting per tracks. Do you want that definition layers?
When I say
you looking at this
house,
in the webinar, I'm telling you, Buddha's was the first webinar I've ever purchased.
Wow.
Really?
Yes, because I didn't. Let me tell you something. I'm big on purchasing anybody's webinar. I don't purchase people's webinar because they be giving you bull crap. Okay.
Yeah.
But it was one thing I had to learn from her. One thing I had to learn from her, and guess what that was? I had to learn. Remember a long time ago, this was in a pandemic, she told the story and I will never forget it. She said, I had to find out what to do, right? Because we was all trying to figure out how we was going to make some money. And she decided to do the webinar. And everybody was trying to find out how she was doing them glueless frontals. Girl, I could not figure out for the life. Now, I am good at creating and everything, but I said, how is this girl doing glueless frontals?
And
girl, when she made that webinar, baby, bing, bing, baby, I purchased that. And when I seen it, I said,
that's
girl,
that's
it. I just said,
and you know,
I've been doing it ever since.
It's always it be one small thing
that you missing, and she gave it to me. That's why I said I like her. I still got that webinar to this day.
Wow,
that's dope. And see, that's what I like too. If I purchase some,
I want to replay it.
I need to keep it
over.
What I mean for the rest of my life.
We might
for the rest of my life.
Lifetime access.
Give me
rest of my life.
Yeah. So she, I think she actually was one of the first ones to do the webinar thing.
Me too.
When the pandemic happened, she was smart with that.
She was smart.
And so she was one of the ones. So, and that was at a time where I was transitioning to Dallas. So she was one of the ones I followed when I came here. So she, like I said, I may have purchased probably 2 in my lifetime. And it was her and it was Jada Stylist, that guy from Atlanta.
Wow.
And that's the one that I got.
That's the one.
That's the one right there.
That's the one right there. And I just did that recently. So you know.
Okay.
Yes.
See, I purchased 2 from him too.
I did too. I got the styling one and the quick weave one.
I did too.
You did get that one too?
Wow.
But I don't play about it.
Now, he did, girl, but it's so funny. I got to tell y'all a funny story off camera about that one. But I did too. I purchased both of them. I had got the styling one. I didn't really need that. I should have just got the quick weave one, but that quick weave one gave it what it was supposed to be.
Good.
Like, from beginning to end.
From the beginning to end, he did.
Because I don't like when people, which is why, because I want to start doing like the classes online, like online classes. But my biggest thing is I hate somebody that's talking too much but not showing enough.
What I was seeing, and I was when I was considering getting other ones, I would look at the reviews, and I'm like, see, that's what I'm saying. And that's what I want to do. I want
exactly what to do, straight to the point.
And then edit it, and then it goes from here to there, and then you're like,
like, hold on, wait, it had to be something in between. Because how you get there?
Me mad. I'll be like, oh no.
Y'all about to make me go back over my courses one more time. Me and Tony been working on this for 4 months. Now I gotta watch them all again.
That's good impact. I mean,
because you want to give people what they're paying for.
A lot of people are upset about that because, like I said, I've seen it, and that's what people feel like. People be getting scammed because they're not getting what they feel like they're going to get when they purchase it, and that's very, very important. And I'm one of them. I'm big on about that. Like if I purchase, I don't care if it was $10. I want to see what I want to see. And if you tell me that that's what's on here,
then I need
and
to know that it
ain't on here.
Now
we got a problem.
I got something to say to you.
I got something to say to you for real. And I might not call you out on the socials, but I'm definitely gonna be in your DM.
Yeah, I am. I'm the type of person, and I said I need to stop being like this. Baby, as soon as I purchase, I almost need your phone number. I be needing a number. I need to say something to you. Okay, I need to talk to you about this.
I'm so done.
I'm for real.
I'm telling you, I had flew to classes.
Me too.
And did not get what I was supposed to be getting. I'm big on it because I'm a person that will pay for my education. I'm a person that will pay for anything that I feel like I want to learn. I'm going to pay for it. But if I don't get it, that's a problem for me. And I'm spending thousands.
That's me. Yeah. So when I don't get it,
including the travel,
and to stay, I'm not even from here.
I don't care about none of that. I want to see what you say you gonna do. That's what I want to do. I want to see that. So I'm big on that. So like I said, recently since I've had those situations, I'm very particular
if
me. I'm going to purchase
I used to be like a class taking person. Anybody that'll have a class, I'm like, ooh,
I want to go.
Okay, let me figure it out. Let me go and book my flight, where I'm staying, all of that. Now I be let me see some more to even see if I want to purchase this. Is it worth it? I don't know. Let me look.
Let me get the reviews. Let me see what other people talking about. Did they do it yet? Or girl, let me see a good name. Girl, let me hit her up. Did you purchase that yet? How was it? Because I need to know.
That be me. I'm like, was it worth it? Okay.
Girl, that be me and my cousin, girl.
That's so funny.
We'll be like, girl, you get that one. Okay. How was it? So I'm good. I'm good because it's just be like, it be too much going on. It be too much going on.
I just think, people got to get back to the whole experience.
I really do.
Like, you got to provide people with an experience. Like, even from being in the salon, like you got to provide them with an experience. If you hosting a class, it need to be an experience because you got to understand that people invest in their hard-earned cash. So they want to feel like they're getting something out of it.
Absolutely.
So we could definitely do a lot of work in as
I was going to say, what you saying that, like, what do you feel like the industry is missing at this point?
Besides, like you stated before, professionalism in some areas.
I know you mentioned a lot with the non-licensed, licensed, you make the comparison with that.
Yeah.
The professionalism. Do you see anything else that we feel like the industry as a whole is missing?
No, not necessarily, because I really wanna say this word, but when I say this word, like, I'm not even like this, so I don't even know how I can say it, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Being creative, but
I like that though.
But at the same time, like, I don't feel like I'm creative.
You don't?
You are creative though.
Why?
Because I feel like I'm the type of person you gonna have to show me something, then I'll just do what you just showed me.
That's creative.
No, not necessarily.
But so you can mimic real good, like
yeah, that's me.
That's a skill though.
that is a skill. Because let me tell you something, baby. I'm gonna give you a little something like that, but I ain't giving you the exact same. So that's the difference. That is a skill, whether you knew it or not.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you what I do. They show me a picture.
Okay.
Okay, girl.
And then
but I'm gonna get you close to it, but I'm still gonna get my way of it, and they still like it.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
But if you get somebody show you a picture and you do exactly like the picture,
but not necessarily. It depends on what they showing me, because I mean, you know, I can only do so much. But I'm saying,
and
like,
do you
if it's
feel
like normal,
you can recreate the same style over and over again? You do the same exact way.
Well, so the thing is with that, if it's a regular, like, traditional sew-in or like a quick weave, like weave, sure.
Okay.
Braids, no. Why? Because y'all heads are not the same.
Everybody different.
Everybody's hairline is so
Totally
different.
different.
So I probably can't do the braids that I just did on her, because you might not have the hairline for that.
That's true.
So I can try, but I probably still can't do it because of your hairline.
Yeah.
But
That's
so other than
understandable.
that,
That's
because
good.
weave, you pretty much can do that. We got so much lace going on, it'll get done.
That's true.
That's
Some
true.
kind of way.
Some kind of way.
some can shake.
Some can be done.
When they show me them pictures, I'm like, okay. So what are you looking at?
I
in the
know,
picture?
bitch. So I'm asking my brother questions.
We all got a different set of eyes. So
Yeah,
what
you look at
What
the
are you looking at? Are you looking at the bang? Or are you looking at the layers?
What do you want?
What do you
Yeah.
want? If you want that side part going this way, I mean,
That's it.
And
Like,
then
that
most of
makes
the time,
sense.
and that's why I asked that, because most time, because I had made the mistake in the past of just remaking the same thing that they show, right?
Okay.
But then they was like, no, I sent you 2 different, and then quit sending me 2 or 3 different pictures.
Don't do that.
Because I want you to mesh them together.
Yeah. Well, I like the
I want the
side
back
part
part
on
of it. I like this
color.
one.
and then I want this.
Right.
What?
And I'm like, girl, okay, which one do you like the most?
You hear me?
Because you can't do that on both if we doing this one particular technique.
Yeah.
Okay? If I make it to the side, it's staying to the side, baby.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna be able to go there and then do this and all that.
Pick one.
So pick one.
one.
So that's how I be saying that. So I'm like, what do you like about the picture? What is it that you do you see? Okay, all right. So then that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you're not about to come up in here and make me be doing like 5 different hairdos.
And I'm
we're
not.
not doing that.
Yeah.
So so I'm very anal on that. Like, okay, what you like about that hairstyle, girl? Then they start talking about curls. It ain't even got not one curl.
Not one curl in there.
What are you talking about?
That's
But girl,
just
give me some
different
curls.
now, though.
I like, girl.
Sometimes they really don't know.
They
Yeah,
don't.
they really don't
And
know.
I just like when they trust me. Like, I love when
Yeah.
I love
come
it
and say,
just
when
when
they
they
say, whatever you do,
Yeah,
I
it don't
love
matter.
that.
Whatever you feel
That's
like
the
doing.
best
Because
thing.
I be like, thank you.
Yes.
Because I like having a vision. Because when I see
Yeah.
you, I can kind of see what I want to do anyway.
Yep.
You know.
When I look at you,
Yes.
that's when I can. I'm like,
Yes.
oh, okay. I think she'll look good with it.
Yep.
You
Right.
know, or I know. Give me a minute. Let me go look real quick. I'm gonna go give me some inspiration,
Yep.
and I'm gonna come back, and then I'm gonna do me. You know what I'm saying? So I just be liking those clients. I do have a handful of those
Yeah.
that just be like, girl, just. I'm coming, you know. But then you got some, and they real simple too. And I hate when I went in my creative bag and I be going to do something. They be like, just
I don't want all that today.
What? I be like, I'm like, bro, you just
give
getting
me
the
a-
same,
just give me
the
a
same
bust
hair
down.
for 15
Give me
years.
straight. Girl, you been wearing the same thing.
Literally.
I'm like, same thing. I get the one like, same thing. She's like, yeah. I'm like, oh, okay.
But those are easy
But I
clients.
love those too.
listen.
You gotta have those in between the ones that just
Yeah.
want them a lot
Yeah.
too, though. So we
Yeah.
love y'all.
No, all of y'all. Y'all pay the bills and thank
We
you.
gotta have something
thank
to talk
you.
about on Salon Talk Literally, okay? So, but we love y'all. We gonna give y'all some good kikiing, okay?
Yes. So, Skye, as far as products and stuff, you want to let people know like what to expect from you? What products you thinking about? If you feel like sharing those,
just normal stuff like oil, like a hair growth oil, and then probably something to keep the hair moisturized for real. Like even when you're braiding your clients down for the traditionals and stuff like that. To me, oil is cool, but it's like I really kind of be want to like
I need something
put on the whole. Like I be want to do this
like
to the head, like to the whole the whole
serum
head.
does
And
one
then
thing,
start
but when
braiding.
you have that oil that kind of like penetrates,
you looking for a hair butter.
That's what I was just about to say.
That's what you need, like hair butter.
It's a lot of difference with all the different oils. You know, I started seeing it and I'm like, okay, you got the serum that's real light. Then you got the butter that gives a little bit more. Then you got the wax. Then you got this. You know, you got all these different ones and you like, what?
For those braid downs, that hair butter would be good, and I think like just like a hair growth oil,
that would be a good combination right there.
Yeah, braid butter,
something like that. And then I mean, like the normal stuff, like I think I want to do like a little kit or something, like a little like travel size to go look.
Yeah,
you know, probably got your little bunny in there.
Yeah,
a little edge control with the little brush, and you know, just a little bit of
like travel kit. That would be good.
That'll be good.
And you could just market it that way, like travel kits, you know, because everybody, except for y'all wearing them, don't wear them yet, but just keep them in the packet.
Yeah, that'll be so good. I don't think we upsell enough. I can't speak for y'all, but I know for me, like I think on the last episode, Matt was talking about letting the client walk out the door and not offering them nothing else. We really need to hone in on
I
it.
think like
because they'll get it. I promise you.
They in a money spending mode already. You got to get them while they got their card out.
Keep their hair up. That's what they want to do.
That's what they want.
They like, so what should I? They always ask.
That's the question. What should I do? What I gotta go get?
That's so true. They cannot keep their hair up. But that's why, baby, I'm
kids.
sending out with serum and heat protected every time.
Especially that heat protector.
Heat protected, because don't be putting no heat on your hair and you ain't got no protected.
Yeah, that's real.
I don't care if it is a weave.
Put it on
there.
Put it on there.
Your hair, that's your hair for now.
Yep.
Okay.
That's your hair for now.
That's your hair for now.
It's the leave out for me.
But the leave out is really more important for real.
Yeah.
And so I know you're in the open concept, so I was gonna ask the difference. Like, do you prefer open concept or a salon suite?
Yeah, because you're working by yourself at home, so that's technically like
so you
being
have experienced both. So we like to always ask that because that was a big topic at one point.
Yeah. Okay,
and
I think
so we always it is
I
still
do
too. It's still one. So we like to always get everybody's opinion about it.
Okay, me personally, a salon suite. Why? My clients actually enjoy when it's just me and them. Not gonna lie, like because they have super personal conversations. Because you know we be their therapists for real.
Yeah.
So like they be want to talk about real life stuff, and then like when I'm on a salon floor, it's kind of like a thing where it's like they feel like everybody in that conversation. And sometimes they do be like sometimes my client, like me and my client be talking,
for real.
And somebody around the corner be like,
even
"What
if
you
it's another
say,
cousin,
girl?" And I'm
like, can you at least
wait,
can you like you don't hear it?
Yeah, please.
Like you don't hear it, right?
Yeah, so I always say it's
right.
sweet.
Even if I hear, I'll be like, ooh, girl.
And then I always just like decorate like the suite and like you know just
kinda
put stuff in there.
I can see that with you.
Yeah, like you know I be wanting to have a little snack and you know just little stuff set up. But like when you on the floor, you can't do all that.
Yeah,
you know. And then the flow is cool. Like I do like the fact that I get to learn from everybody. Like
that's
you know what I'm saying.
That's what I think the ups and the downs.
I do like that. I do. Yeah. But then I'm like, I really like that room. I like that room.
I think it's pros and cons for both.
It's definitely for both, for sure.
You gonna be dealing like look. This one thing I learned. Anywhere you go, you gonna always be looking for something else. You know what I'm saying? So like you have to just learn to be content wherever you at.
Yeah.
Because if not,
because even when you get into one bite and when you get in there the suite, you
I've
still
done
looking
both.
for something.
Yeah.
And then you feel alone a lot of times.
That was my thing too.
Yeah.
When I was in the suite, I was like, dang, well, I'm so closed off. I felt like I couldn't grow.
Exactly.
If that makes sense. It's
exactly.
like now I'm stuck with just the internet And then if I'm not looking at the internet, then it was just like, okay, well, I guess you just got to depend on yourself to just learn new stuff. You know what I'm saying?
That's
but by being in a salon like I am now,
you can look to the left or to the right and figure something out.
You will figure it out.
I can get some help for real if I did
and if you need to know something, you need to ask something, you can go see. And so we always talk about that because some people need to see it. And I think some people look at it one way.
Yeah.
But then versus what do you really get out of it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I feel like too that kind of made a big impact to our industry at the time of COVID. Because it kind of isolated everybody.
It did.
You know? And so it needs to get back to a place where it's more of a community feel.
Yeah.
Like to where like collaborations is happening. And that kind of brings me to my last question, which was like I wanted to ask, do you feel like that collaboration has been easy or difficult since relocating here?
So when you say collaboration, you mean like just kind of linking up with the other people in the industry, and are you saying on an outing aspect, or you mean like, am I just going to their shop trying to do like which way?
No. Like even if y'all, it could be all kind of ways, honestly.
Okay,
but just anyway. Period. To me, I'm looking at it like maybe how like just willing to work with each other any type of way on any type of situation like, or anything.
But you mean it random? Like if I just seen somebody on the internet and I'm like, and I know they in Dallas. Okay.
Has it been hard for you to feel like that?
I don't think I ever just really tried though.
Okay.
I can't. I don't think I can answer because
what about the ones that you do know of? Like, has it been a difficult thing to collab with them? Or, like you probably met a couple of times or whatever. Because, we probably end up having to interact in some way. Being in the industry. Yeah. But have you found it easy or difficult to collaborate?
It's been easy. I ain't never had no problems.
Yeah.
Like, but I'm super shy, so I'm not even gonna try to really collab with nobody. And not to be mean, it's just I don't know what you're gonna say. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if you would like to collaborate. I don't know if you're going to be like, oh, no, I don't do that. Or, I don't know you. Or, I don't know. Different. Dallas is weird sometimes.
Okay, because that's what I'm getting to. Look, that's what I'm getting to. Because I can kind of get a weird vibe sometimes when I feel like, I don't know what it is. It's like, just let alone it's hard friendships. So collaborating as being in the same industry can be challenging sometimes. Yeah. But I also feel like it can be easy if it's with a person with the same type of thing that you're on.
That makes sense.
Same vision, same mindset, all that. It can happen. But it's like very small percentage, I feel like, when it comes to it.
I think you just have to, you got to read the room.
Yeah.
You feel me?
You do.
I think you gotta read the room.
You literally have to read the room.
Yeah, because you gotta kind of
scope the room.
Yeah,
everything.
See. And then when you, like I always say, half the time it be us. Because I feel like if you're not open to help, you're not gonna get it. I always say that. So it's like I think everything just kind of point back to, because I notice like when I feel something, if I'm like, got some stuff going on, I feel some type of way, then I'm automatically thinking something about, this person thinking like this or thinking like that. But you gotta kind of open yourself up to it.
Yeah,
and I feel like
he always
open. You gotta be kind of open to receive,
To receive
but
it.
you technically are collaborating now because you working in somebody's salon.
And
it's
that was really hard.
It was.
Well, it wasn't that it was hard. Again, I'm so shy.
It was
just when I walked in the shop, I'm like, I want to
You was like, I know. You like,
I want to work here. They like, girl.
I know.
And then
they like, what?
You good? Like, you can come in here. And I'm just, then there's me that's like, I'm not as good as y'all. Because I will say, like,
it can be a little intimidating too.
Yeah, because I'm looking at, I feel like everybody in the shop was good, just not me. And but I did stuff that they didn't do, obviously, because again, I was like more so braiding at the time. Yeah. I still did everything, but it's like they didn't know that I did this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because it needed to be brought back to the front of my page. Yeah. It was like braids, and y'all couldn't nobody see that I actually did weave for real. Yeah. So I brought it back up to the front of my page because I'm like, nah, I don't want to be a braider.
Yeah.
And then so once they start noticing it, and I start taking classes, like, you know, trying to make myself better because I will do that.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'm like, I got to figure it out. I got to ride the wave. Like, I got to do.
I got to figure something.
Yeah.
And then, like, I'm like, okay, this, like, now they be like, Skye, you. And I'm like,
you eating.
I didn't came a long way.
But see, that investment was so worth it.
Yeah,
You see what I'm saying?
yes.
And also,
right environment, too.
And it
What?
also helps. That's why it's good to talk about it because it's so many people like you that be scared and shy, you know, to like even think or like think that they'll be accepted anywhere. You know what I'm saying? So I like to hear stories like that because it just encourages and it inspires other people to open up and kind of be more like open.
Yeah.
You know, like even with this, that's good. That's a good. You collaborated with us today.
You
got to start.
I
You know,
said, oh, I'm on a podcast now.
Yes.
And like the few people that I was telling, that was just like, girl, go do it and talk to them people. I was like, y'all know I don't talk to people. Y'all know I'm shy.
And that's
the problem. You need to start talking. I said, okay.
And people gonna love your personality, you know. So
that's all. That's all I was like. I said, well, that's good. You made an improvement. You came here and you got on there. That's an open collab right there.
Yeah.
So the more and more you do it, you're gonna be like getting more comfortable with doing it and stuff. So I'm proud of you.
I know.
I would like before we kind of wrap it up. I just want to tell you. I want you to also tell the audience how they can find you, where they can find you, and follow you, and everything like that.
Okay. You can find me at Lay Studios. We do have an actual, like, you can Google it. Okay. And we have an actual page, Lay Studios. I think that's what it say online. On Instagram.
She like, y'all can find it.
But I am Skye the hairstylist on Instagram, and it's SKI underscore the hairstylist, so you know.
Yes.
But and my all the information is in my bio. I'm not the mean girl. I do respond to text messages.
Oh, yeah,
a lot of people don't for real. They don't respond to like DMs,
that's what I was
the
like,
text messages. I'm good at both.
Yeah,
that is so crazy.
I try to be anyway. I try not to be the girly I get it if you just over, like, you, it's a lot going on, but I don't have a lot going on. It may look like I do got stuff going on, but it's not like that to where I can't respond to you.
She like,
I want your coin too.
Listen, that's the one I'm still trying to make money
for you. So still contact me. I understand. Well, we just want to say we are so proud of you. We're so happy that you came in here today. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep being amazing. Your work is amazing.
Thank you.
Agreed.
Yes, keep going for, what does it look like 5 years from now look like for you? Like, what do you want to do in the future? Like, anything else outside of, like, just doing her, what else do you want to do?
I'm unsure. I think that's what I'm trying to figure out right now.
You did mention sign language.
I did, but one of my clients came in and she was just, because I've been wanting to do sign language since I was in high school, right? But I never did go to school for it. Okay, so now I just kind of been, because I keep saying, I want to go to school this fall. For it or whatever. I'm going to start trying to figure it out. I ain't figuring it out. But anyway, that's what I've been saying to myself. But then I was like, my client, she was like, how much do they, like, she was just asking me a general question because she's in tech too. She's a full-time hairstylist, been in the game. She's a vet. But she's into tech now or whatever. And so I'm like, okay, but they make like 6 figures, like what she does or whatever. So I'm like, okay, cool or whatever. She was like, you just want to make sure that you're making what you make at least, you know? But then she Googled it for me because I didn't do that part. That's what I'm saying. I ain't do that part. Yeah. And they don't make that much like I thought.
Hold on. You can't go off of Google though. Yeah. Because Google will tell you a hairstylist only make $30,000 a year. Too. And also you gotta think about, when I saw sign language, I actually kind of got excited because I was like, sign language is a different language that people need to know because it's so many deaf people walking around amongst us.
Yeah, you can be in presentations doing it.
Girl,
they
be on the
I said, the doctor's offices. Yes. Like, it's so many people that need interpreters.
You can run your own business doing it. You don't have to actually work. You can be a contractor.
But see, that's because once she said, I said, dang, don't want to change, because so I really do want to do that.
And what inspired that? Because
that's what I want to do.
Like, what inspired that? Like, I don't
know. Okay, so back, like probably in high school. This is funny. Probably in high school, I used to have this. It was this little girl.
Like I said, we can't never leave when we say we're gonna leave.
I used to call her my god baby, but her mom is deaf in real life.
Okay,
and
so it was a personal experience.
She knows like sign language fluently or whatever because of her mom. And her mom got like 7 kids, like 7 of them, and she's one of the 7. But all of them, even
the whole
her,
family,
everybody know how to speak it. I just feel like it was dope.
Yeah.
And she was like a kid, and like doing it.
Man.
I was looking at her talk to her mama, and I was like,
literally,
you talking to your mama using your hands. I think that is so cool.
It is. My hairstylist, both of her parents deaf.
Shut
the
up.
grandbaby is 4, and she knows sign language.
And it be something.
I
They be like,
crazy. I had to learn too because my sister is deaf.
not for real.
Like, I think that is so like,
Yeah,
I think
but
that
she
is
can
so-
read lips so good you would never know she's deaf.
wow.
Yeah.
What?
Ain't that something?
See, I love that. I just love it.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
Like,
I
I just
learned
think
everything.
it's so
So as she was growing up,
interesting.
we learned it all. You know.
I love it.
What?
We had to learn
That's
it. Yeah,
so
to
dope.
communicate with her. So
Yeah.
I love it. That's why I asked you. I was so impressed
Okay.
with it. I was like,
And when
it's
I
gotta
tell
be
people, when
an
I tell you,
outside
everybody is
reason.
always like, "That's what you want to do." Like, I would have never put you there.
You
You
can
really
do
want to? And I was
it.
like, "Yeah." They like, "You want to do that?" Like, I just ain't never. They can't see me past her.
Yeah.
They can't see me past her. And I'm like,
can.
yes,
They
I
can't
do.
see you
Because
past
when
the
I'm
one eye.
like ready to sit down for real, like from the
Yeah, you
industry
like,
for
what
real,
am
I'm
I
like,
gonna do?
what am I
else
gonna
can
do?
you do? Yeah,
And
we
I
got
need
to think
something
like that.
that has like some benefits
I
for
think that's
real
dope.
and some.
Listen.
Because I'm like,
Listen,
the fingers
we
gonna
do
get
this for
tired
so
of it.
long.
I'm
Like,
ready to
it's
sit
serious.
down. I sit down and move my hands now.
Yeah. You
But
like
I
it
don't want to
because
stand
I'm
up on
sitting
their
down.
feet.
No,
And I don't want to do
literally.
that.
Yes. So that's the thing.
And
It's
I'm just
like-
trying to get the schooling out like now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Why
Just-
not?
Online, right?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. So I'm like, I want to just get the schooling part out just like as my
How,
backup
did you
thing.
look into it to see how long it was?
So I saw that some of them it's like a 2-year program. It's not that long.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
not bad.
That
down
sounds
here.
interesting.
It really is. That's why I was like, I loved it.
I had the
When
time.
I seen her bio and I seen it, I was like, oh my God, that is so
language.
good.
Yeah, same.
Like, I loved it. Because I'm not really efficient in it now, but I remember when I was growing up, I knew it.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, I can still
What?
can do some
Yeah.
things and can talk to communicate with her, but things have advanced so much in that in
the
that,
industry, yeah.
So where like I said, they have these
Hearing
hearing
devices,
devices
yeah.
that make it so like
Okay.
you can. Oh my God, it's so much in advance. But back then they were like old and they
Okay.
didn't have all them options, so you had to speak with your hands a lot. So yeah, that's how we communicated with my sister.
Wow. Wow.
That is so interesting. I love that.
I do too. I'm so happy for you with that, and I really want you to do it.
I know.
Okay.
We roll
Yes.
for you,
Okay.
Skye.
Like, right? One minute, Skye, I'm gonna check with you in 3 months. Did you get it wrong? Did you get it wrong?
Look,
Yeah.
we're going to get Skye to December.
Yeah, to December.
And we checking on
yes,
you.
we on you too,
Okay.
because we're gonna be your what they call it, your accountability partner.
Okay.
No, for
Accountability
real, 'cause
partners.
we need
Because
those. Those
we
are very
do.
important.
We
And
do.
I feel like I never had that, honestly, until like I got in the salon I'm in. Like to the point, because like now they'll be, did you do this? Why you ain't did that? So
Yeah.
why you ain't post this? You ain't been posting.
That's
so
the
what
only way
you
to
got
do
so
better.
good?
That's
And I'm
so
just
good.
over here
Start
like,
doing it.
I ain't never had nobody like check me like
Yes.
this. But I love it
But you
because
love it.
I am a hardworking, lazy person. That's so weird, huh?
No, it makes
No.
sense.
I get it.
Like I
It
do
makes
her
sense.
all day, all night long.
Yeah.
But when it comes to like the business
Yeah.
aspect of things,
I
very
think that's
lazy,
majority,
very.
though.
I didn't think y'all was like that. I thought y'all
Oh,
be.
it's a lot of people that's like that though.
Yeah.
I'm not saying because I have gotten out of it, but when I
Okay.
started out,
Yeah.
yes, I was.
No,
I
for
just
sure.
I didn't want to deal with nothing with the business part. I just want to create. I just
That's
wanted
it.
to do the work. Like when it comes to business stuff, that's too complicated for me.
That's-
It was,
I don't
was
got
like,
time for
I
that.
don't want to do that. I would rather pay somebody
Me
to do
too.
my
Yeah.
stuff. But I had to change that after so long, working and finding out it wasn't set up right,
Okay.
So as you grow and as you start, like right now for you, I can see you really don't have to really care about that and stuff. But once you started like getting retail
Girl,
and
start,
properties,
just start now so you can ease your way
yeah,
in.
because girl,
Start as early as you
it
can.
will become to where you have
It's
no
gonna be
choice.
overwhelming. Mhm.
You have no choice.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, well, that was so good. I wanted to talk about it. I'm glad you brought up that and stuff. So, Well, I guess we end it here.
Yes, guys. So y'all know where to find her and all of those good things.
Yes, we really enjoyed Skye today.
We
you was shy at the beginning, but I knew you was going to open up.
Yeah, she opened up pretty quick. So that's good.
Yes,
but yeah, y'all. So thank y'all for tuning in and watching another episode of Salon Talk Literally. And we'll catch y'all on the next episode.
Bye.